We're going to solder some chain ends to the end of a piece of chain here. This is the chain by the foot, and these ends are going to give us a really nice classy look and very professional finish. The first thing I need to do is make sure that the chain fits the chain end. So I'm going to insert this in here and see what kind of a fit there is. Now, if the chain is not quite large enough, I can kind of expand that link and fit that in there. This particular one fits very well. So I can go ahead and prepare this for soldering. What I want to do first, because this is sterling silver, is I need to fire coat it. So I'm going to swizzle my sterling in the fire coat and then flame it off. Okay, now I can want to do the same thing to my chain. My chain doesn't need the entire piece done, just the end that I'll be working on. And get that laid out nice and straight. And I'm going to apply some paste solder to the inside of the chain end. And I don't need a lot here. I just need enough to flow and do the job. So I'm just going to pick up a little piece here and apply that to the inside of the chain end. Now I'm using a medium solder, and this solder already has the flux in it, so I don't need to flux. And I'm just going to put that on the inside here. And then I'm going to insert my chain end. Now, don't worry if it takes time to prepare, get yourself set up for soldering. I mean, it can take a few minutes sometimes to get everything just right. And that doesn't matter. You want to make sure that you only have to do this once. So take the time to set it up, get everything exactly the way that you want it before you start to don't be in a big hurry to solder. So get yourself all set up, and you'll only have to do this once. So now I'm going to bring my flame in, and I'm going to warm this piece up, and the solder is going to, of course, flow towards the heat. So I want to heat this piece evenly, and when it comes to temperature, first it'll smoke and then it flames a little bit. You can see that. And then as soon as that solder flows, which I can see that, you probably can't, I pull the flame away immediately. Now it's ready to quench and pickle. Make sure you don't touch it when it's hot. Use your cross-lock tweezers to move it around, and here it is finished. Now we're going to do a smaller chain. This is a snake chain, and this has got a piece here at the end where it was cut that's ragged, and it's too big to get into the chain end. So I want to remove this first. And sometimes this takes a little bit of work. Just clip it off, pull out the pieces until you've got that extra link removed. And here we've got it removed, and it looks like it fits just beautifully into that chain end. So we're going to go ahead and fire coat the chain end. It's sterling silver, so it needs to be fire coated. And we also need to fire coat the chain itself, not the entire chain, just the end that we'll be working on, because it's sterling silver, so it needs to be protected from fire scale as well. So I'm just going to flame that off here. And then we need to add the paste solder. This has got a little bit of boric acid in there. I'm going to knock that off first. And we'll get some paste solder in there. I'm using the medium solder again. Just kind of roll it in there. Just get some down inside. And again, I don't need a ton of this because I'm soldering sterling to sterling, and it just needs a little bit. I'm going to put this chain end in there. Remember, I test fitted this, and it was a nice tight fit, so this is going to solder beautifully. And again, take your time to set this up because you only want to solder this once. And now I'm going to bring my flame in. And I'm going to heat this nice and slow. And first it smokes, and then it flames. And then you can see the different colors that it turns as it becomes hotter and hotter. And then at the very moment that the solder flows, I will pull that flame away, and there it is. Now I can quench and pickle.